try to work on the stream now. Bro, look how good it's still laggy, but look, I have the 2 watcher symbol on the top, right by my camera, and I have all the comments. Do that. Basically, he's gonna stream snipe me. And if he did, is he Hey, kid. Oh, that's tough. Yeah. I get it in the chest. Dude, I need to fix my thing, I don't know. lag spike. I don't know. Oh my. Dude. Yeah. Dude, my thing.
going on YouTube? This is Saturdays, so we are back with another brand new video, and today we're going to be sharing with you an awesome trick that helps you to boost up your internet speed. No matter whichever device you're using to access the internet connection, believe it or not, this trick will work with all the internet equipments that you're currently using. Whether it's a LAN connection, mobile broadband, Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, or fiber wire. Oops, did I just say Li-Fi? You're probably wondering what is a Li-Fi. Li-Fi is a new invention that currently not much popular, and unfortunately there is no Li-Fi in a consumer product form out there, but you will definitely see one in the market near future. Technically speaking, Li-Fi is the use of visible light portion of the electromagnetic spectrum to transmit information at a very high speed. This is in contrast to established form of wireless communication such as Wi-Fi, which use traditional radio frequency or RF signals to transmit data. So my point is, if you're even using a Li-Fi to access the internet, this method will definitely work for you. So I will show you a speed test of my internet connection that I took after and before applying this method, for a better understanding of what you can expect internet. Both are known. If you can access an internet compatible with the service provider as well as the server that I'm testing my internet connection with. Keep these things in your mind. The test is finished. Here is the result. You can see now we have 6 Mbps downloading speed and 4 Mbps up. So let's begin. Step number 1. Group Policy Editor. You may see a similar step on my other video on a similar topic, which is how to speed up any internet connection on Windows 10. Actually, we got some new tricks and the old tricks seems to be still working properly as well. So we decided to combine them to give you a better internet speed up method. And that's why I'm doing this video right now. We have tested all these methods before the making of this video so that you can use them worry free. Coming back to the main points, in this step we're gonna be show you how to remove your system reserve bandwidth, which is 20% of your entire bandwidth. For example, before we applying this step, you will only getting 80% of your total bandwidth and the rest is it.msc, and click on OK. Now you can see a window will appear superior with this feature. Of the two ways that I've gone, commit reservable percentage settings button on the top by 90 your internet and click. Now scroll down on it, and from the right click menu click on adding features such as pushing protection. Listed most of the high-speed DNS servers on this website. For that, you're gonna want to head over to your DOS.
Hey, what's up guys, Jacksepticeye here, and make sure you go ahead and leave a like if this did help you. I know you guys hear that so much in the beginning of Red Arrow channels. Seriously, it would help. And yeah, let's get right into the tutorial. Right, so in the tutorial, basically this tutorial is going to show you how you can live stream straight onto YouTube from your computer using a program called OBS or XSplit or whatever. So essentially this is what the tutorial is going to be about. So yeah, live streaming on YouTube, relatively easy. It's all you really need to do is just fill out a little bit of information right here. Basically the same thing that you'd be doing whenever you make a video and whatnot. And then yeah, obviously there's this right here. That's going to be the server URL, and then the stream key is going to be specific for your channel, so don't show it to anyone unless you want to get hacked. And then fill out whatever you want. This is basically my live stream thing, because this is back when I did my charity live stream, so I still have this thing all set up because it saves it pretty much. When you go into the live stream section of your channel, it will just save whatever you put in there. So but obviously it won't be live all the time, only when you go and make it live using whatever software you're going to use, which I'm going to show you. And yes, so that's basically fill out the description, title, stream options, you know, basic stuff that you do like normally in any video that you would make. It also goes with cards, and also I think there's annotations on it as well. And you could obviously change the thumbnail. I highly recommend, because you know, you always have to have that clickbait. And then super chat, which is where they can donate to you and they could like look famous on top of your chat bar and they get shout outs like that, something, I don't know. But most likely you're not gonna get people to do that, so, but you know, might as well just put it on, it won't hurt. And then down here is gonna be stream options. If you have slow Wi-Fi, I would recommend that you don't use this one. This one, I would recommend you use the bottom one because that would make sure that it doesn't like freeze in the middle of your recording, whatever. But this one will make it like it will be like, I think real time pretty much. This one will be delayed by like a few seconds, depending on how slow your internet is. Like for example, the bad thing is if your internet cuts out a lot, if your internet cuts out in the middle of streaming, it will actually just start over again. It won't even be online. It will start the whole stream over again, and then you will have tons of like different streams on your channel uploads, and it's gonna look really weird. So to prevent that from happening, if you have slow Wi-Fi, even if you don't have slow Wi-Fi, I would just recommend doing this just to be safe, because you know it ain't perfect and you might experience a connection loss, and that might be bad because after about 15 seconds of no connection, YouTube will automatically just stop it. So yeah, definitely do that just in case. But that's basically you have advanced options right here. That'll lead you to a place where you can put tags and stuff and normal things that you would do with a normal video. And then here, the ingestion settings is just when you're gonna be able to adjust that when you're recording whatever you're doing. It's not gonna work now because I'm not actually streaming. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I'm not streaming, so it's not gonna work with me right now. Basically, with that, you just adjust connection loss, some settings. That might be bad because after about 15 seconds of no connection, something like that, YouTube will automatically just stop. Pretty self-explanatory. So, and then yeah, definitely do that just in case. Play an ad, but that's basically or you can create a highlights. I've never actually used that, so I don't know. That's basically like the jazz of the YouTube part. Now, part 2, you're gonna either want to have OBS or XSplits, but since I already have XSplit pre-installed, I'm just gonna go with OBS because I have OBS pre-installed as well, so it should load up right here. Basically, it won't look like this to you. It's pretty much just gonna look like a black screen, simply because you're not gonna have any settings opened up. Like right down here, I actually have these stories going on right here. I like to call them stories, but essentially what you do is you just add certain things. Let me just minimize this. Add a certain thing which will create a whole playback section right here. So for example, this is like a website capture. So to get that, you would go to display capture, and then you would capture whatever you wanted to, like in a browser or whatnot. And then text, you can write some text if you wanted to. And then yeah, some more website captures is what I have right here. You can add an image. You just put an image there by selecting it, and then you go into your settings and do that. And yeah, this is all automatic because this was a charity stream, so it's a little bit more involved than just adding some text. But for the most part, that's what you're gonna do. If you want to do a basic YouTube stream, then you're probably just gonna put like a game capture or whatever. Like if you want to do game capture like you would on Twitch, you just open up a game and then simply go down here, move it up here because the thing goes all the way to thing goes all the way down here. Press game capture and then capture whatever you want to capture. Yeah, capture whatever you want to capture. Great. Right, so and then once basically you have everything set up, I mean